Hey everyone, this is just a video. I've thought about making this a few times, but I think this is where I gotta draw the line in the sand. Um, HST on top of a new carbon tax. Doesn't make sense to me. Um, why is this a thing that people are starting to become okay with? This is not a tax on tax on a working class people that don't have a whole lot of extra money to pay for these extra taxes. It doesn't make sense. Um, Kathleen Wayne, I think, is Ontario Premier. I think no. Why are we paying tax on tax? Or not yet, but will be paying a tax on a tax. It's not right. I don't know why the Ontario government needs more taxpayer money. If they knew how to spend their money in the right spots, then they shouldn't need more money. It's I don't think it's right. We have a population of people struggling to make $50,000 a year, which is hard to believe, but I guess it's true. It's yeah, like Ontarians pay too much for stuff as it is. Hydroelectricity. Guys pay more for electricity than I think any other province. It's and not by low, by quite a bit. It's not right. I think your guys' premier should be capped at $50,000 a year. Sounds a little socialist, but I think it's got people. Some of our high up politicians need to be made of an example of, so that they relearn the value of money, or for some, finally learn the value of money, and not everyone gets paid outrageous amounts. So yeah, I think $50,000 a year, Premier of Ontario has to live off of, an apartment or house, paying off vehicle, gas, electricity, cable, TV, or satellite. I think basically what we have to pay for, I think she should have to pay for, and just at least for a year, live off $50,000. Like, well, some of us would hope would only be $50,000. I think it's top government officials getting paid $150,000. I even think that's a little much, because they also get a lot of perks. There's, just look at the video Rob Ford made. All the things he got for being on city council. I think in the video he said basically 30 other council members of Toronto have all this, and that's costing the taxpayers of Toronto, I think, $1 million. I think that's what he said. Don't quote me on that, but find the video afterwards. Like, it's just think of what the Ontario government's getting. Just think of what the federal government's getting. I personally think that all our government officials, if they can't live off $150,000 a year, then something is wrong with our society. Something's wrong with our government, because just about all of us are making do with less than $100,000 a year, and we're getting by just fine. I'd love to make $100,000 a year this year. I don't think I'm even gonna make 40. I've been off since March. Whatever. Luckily I had a little bit of extra saved, but yeah, I know a lot of other people that are in my boat that they have kids in the family. It's so they weren't able to save as much, or they went through the cash just a little bit faster, because there's a lot of things I can say no to, but families can't. Kids gotta eat. So anyways, I think there should be a cap. Keep on saying Rachel Notley because she's the NDP leader of Alberta, and there's a lot of bad stuff about her too. But Kathleen Wayne, I think the Ontario Premier is $50,000 a year. Recommend it for all other government officials too, because then they'd probably stop passing these dumb laws that are costing, working Canadians, working Ontarians, more money that we don't necessarily have. Maybe they'll start passing laws that are, a bit more friendlier to lower income people, because everyone can get a house or an apartment for say $800 or $500 a month. I don't know what it is in Ontario. I know here I'm paying $800 and I have basically the basic, but the difference is everyone can get an apartment for say $500 or $800, but it doesn't matter if you're only making $600 or $700 every 2 weeks, or if you're making $3 or $4 grand every 2 weeks. Doesn't matter. You can still get a basic apartment for that same amount, and it's not right. Everyone still has to pay the same price for electricity, which it should be like that, but when you have an outrageous electricity price, and now you're getting even more taxes on gasoline and other fossil fuels, how are we going to live? How are these lower income families going to survive? And it's not right. But like and share this video if you think that Premier of Ontario should at least try to live on $50,000 a year, just like everyone else, and then decide if she still wants to pass HST on top of carbon tax, or even just carbon tax as it is, because that's, even in electricity, that's going to get passed on to the families purchasing it. And honestly, you guys don't need electricity to go any higher. It's retarded is what it is. If you don't like that word, then it's dumb. It's a dumb idea to have electricity being that much. It's a dumb idea to put tax on top of a tax that's being pushed through by people that make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they don't really have to worry about a little tiny difference. So like I said, like and share this video. Hopefully we can get this video viral and hopefully we can get some of the top government officials living on $50,000 a year and see how they like it. Anyways, thanks. Bye.